for tapping in. Thank you for checking me out. JaezMagicDrops. What I'm going to talk about today is more for like content creators and people that are trying to make a message, or mainly just make a message, either tell something or tell their story, whatever it may be. Just so you know, the purity of message is highly important. I'm going to give you examples of how important the purity of message is. And what I mean by purity of message is to receive a message without any breaks in between the message flowing. Okay? Okay. So you on the receiving end, you will learn so much more when you hear a message like that versus, you always can ask questions, but if you hold it mainly until the end, if you can remember it, that is always better for actually progression. Sometimes you just gotta ask it right then and there. But as far as like purity of message for people posting and uploading and things like that, you don't want to have breaks in it. So I know we're in a day and age where we're really kind of programmed to faster social media. Now we put the main point of a video in the very first 10 seconds because people's attention span has been dropped so much. Just finding what works for you in that in between. Maybe sometimes you do need to do stuff like that, but just keep in mind the purity of message is very important. So maybe even if you're someone who does ads and runs ads through your sponsorships, I should say, through your videos and stuff like that, maybe keep them for the end. Maybe do them in the very beginning. But the examples to why the message should stay pure. Have you ever sat and talked to someone about something you was really wanting to understand or learn about it or know more about, or maybe there was something that they knew that you wanted to hear, and someone interrupts you, or someone keeps calling them, or maybe a horn is just slamming while y'all are trying to talk, or an airplane goes over, or you hear a train. There's a million different things that can make noises to disrupt the message, the purity of message. So just in those moments, that feeling that you get, now you gotta sit here and repeat yourself if you're the person speaking, and then the other person has to get back on track mentally to where everything is going so everyone can be on board. But yeah, just make sure your purity of message is there. If you want to do little intros, outros, that's cool. Everybody do whatever works best for them. Maybe you got shorter videos versus longer videos and you do it differently. But my whole point here is just make sure that your message is pure and uninterrupted, so that you can get out the fullest of your intentions for that message. It's all love, everybody. That's all I had to say on that. I'm out.